Mm-hmm.
All right, Mark, you good?
Trying to get TikTok going. The other one should be coming up here shortly now, whatever. All right, go to your meeting. Go to your meeting. Goodbye. Are you still here? Goodbye. Goodbye.
Have a good day.
Vamos.
Love you, Coach.
Love you, Coach. Have a great day. Thank you, Mark.
See ya. See ya.
Appreciate you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Hang on. Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. I'll continue. Here we go. Here we go. Hello. Hello. Oh, so I see where all these people are at to cheat on us on the outside of the futures room.
I signed into futures as well.
I tell you, you just can't. You just gotta pick a side.
When you came over here, I signed over.
Everyone's following you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Spy to the upside. Is there anything that says get out of this trade yet?
Oh, no.
No. I don't know. If you don't know, what's Eric's moto field? Is there anything that says no? Look at my screen behind me. No.
Let's go.
We're not allowed to give financial investment or tax advice, but man, that looks like a 6-star trade to me if I ever saw one.
Absolutely, Mark. It's been a blessing. I'm still in the spy calls. I got in right at the beginning of the bell. I literally jumped in just by following the ES, and the ES has been respecting the 9 on the 1 minute. So, yep, it's been looking gravy.
Wow. Gravy train. Is that what you said?
PROK.
Come on.
That as well.
Anyway, we know these things aren't going to go up forever. Make sure you're managing your profits. Lock in your profits with your stops. Slide your stops up. Lock in your profits. Secure some of them. Or shed on a pullback. Have we seen a pullback yet? Maybe here.
6 minutes, people are going to be trimming.
Here we go. We do not have any, I'm sure somebody said it already, but at 2 o'clock we have the FOMC minute release. That'll stir some little things up, but that's a long time away, 2 p.m. Eastern time today. Other than that, we don't really have any serious economic news today, do we?
No, we have shift change in a few minutes.
Oh, wait, I got to share the screen for you guys to see it, can't I? Don't I? Oh, hang on. Hang on. You know, I'm getting there. I'm trying. Here we go. Here we go.
Otherwise, we just got to look at your face.
No, I just sharing the screen. You don't have to look at my face. I'm not sharing my camera with you guys. There we go. You get the full screen. What's that big screen called at the movie theaters? What's that called? What's that called? Anyway, doesn't matter.
IMAX?
IMAX. You get the IMAX view. That's it. IMAX.
The Jumbotron.
The Jumbotron. The overhead projector. You get the overhead projector view. Anyway. Wow. What a day. What a day. I had a fantastic morning. I started trading 2 a.m. this morning in the futures market. Did very well. I can see everybody here is also continuing on very well. All right. Well, looks like about the only thing sort of red is what? Tesla and Apple, maybe? Apple's flat.
NVIDIA is the big story on their market cap.
Oh, yeah, they should be number one here, right? There was a dollar limit they had to hit, wasn't it? What was it, 160?
They hit it.
Oh, did they?
Amazon and Meta looking fantastic too, as well as Google.
There we go. Oh, look at that. Man, I'll tell you what, if you people aren't making money, I don't know who can even help you. Look at these trades. Gee, Christmas.
Look at stock PROK NVIL.
Who?
PROK.
Oh, yeah. We looked at that in the pre-market this morning. Pro Kidney, yeah. Yes, sir. Wow, look at that thing going back up again. Look at that. There was the pre-market. It shot up. Look at that. Our members made money in this in the pre-market. Why? Because they got out of bed at 4 a.m. They ain't like that Eric Smoto kid who thinks he needs his beauty rest and sleeps in all day. And then he shows up and makes lots of money. Of course, I guess if I made as much money you waking up late, I would do that too, Eric.
He makes money when he's getting a haircut.
Yeah, I know he does.
Oh, I
Probably
got
slept in his
plenty
Tesla
of car
last night.
washes now.
All right.
Probably slept in his Tesla last night, didn't you?
Dude, it's just crazy, man, because you know, I saw all that beautiful volume. I saw the ES above the 9, the 21, the 55. Everything was screaming rockets towards the upside. And as soon as we broke above that 622.80 level, then we got up to 623.50, then we got to 624, then we got to 624.50. That's pretty much when I shaved. It's been amazing, but however, I am getting hammered on these Apple trades. It's been very choppy. It's consolidating on VWAP. If you notice the EMAs, but I'm still in these Apple calls, and the reason is because in the 1 minute time frame, it hasn't told me to get the hell out yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting chopped up, and I'm it's like running a bull. I'm getting hammered and back and forth and tossing back and forth, but on the 1 minute, it technically hasn't told me to get out yet. Not until I see that 21.55 crossover, then I'll be like, you know what? I don't like this trade anymore. I'm out.
Trash.
If that's the case, I'll switch it to a put.
Trash.
So yeah, it's just about keeping an eye on the time frames, on the EMA, see what they're doing. It might not be doing what you expect to do, but if you be patient, it's gonna possibly get you there. But once the EMA process, then that's a for sure confirmation that trade is no longer good towards the upside.
Well, I tell you one thing, you got a lot of intestinal fortitude to hang on to that trade. Woo!
I do, man.
I'd be putting my money elsewhere, but I know how Apple can be. That thing can go any way, right?
I'm gonna get
Not me.
50 retest and then possibly that 211. That's my game plan and my goal. I already wrote it on the Apple chat and I'm sticking to it.
There you go.
In my mind.
There you go. There's a man with a plan. I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh, it will. It always does.
All right. I like a man with confidence.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a perfect trader either, but you have to be confident in your game plan. You have to stick to your game plan. But that's why you have the EMAs to guide you, to let you know what, this trade is no longer good. And the reason why is because we got this crossover here. So therefore, let's switch the boat.
Okay.
Love your face, Eric. Proud of you, buddy.
Yep. Even if you are delusional.
Eric, thank you from the bottom of my heart for yesterday, buddy.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's all thanks to Coach. I learned this from Coach and David.
That's right.
SPY bounces.
And where do they live at? AmericanDreamTrading.com.
It is bouncing.
So if SPY bounces here, we'll get a new high.
Yep.
Might take a little bit of chewing to get past that 2472 on SPY, just because that's where it blew past on the previous run to
Hello?
the upside,
Hello?
and that
There we
showed
go.
some support.
There we go.
You guys more.
All right. We got her now. We got her. This is a high-tech operation here. A lot of buttons to push for a boomer. Thank you.
What were you saying, Pum?
The that 62472 was a little bit more notable line when SPY had a big run on the day where it plowed past that. But when it did run way up past it, it came back down and found it for support later on in the day. So it's going to take a little bit of chewing to get through it.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And then on the ES, if you look at the ES or MES, on the 1 minute, it's pretty much respecting the 21 EMA. It's using that second branch as support, and we need a little bounce from that second branch up to retest that 313.50 area to make a newer highs, possibly. I don't want to see that 9 crossover. The 21, the 9 cross to 21 on the 1 minute, because then that's going to show me that it's starting to get a little heavy up here. Doesn't mean to get out, but it does mean that it's starting to get a little weak up here, if you will. Just keep an eye on as long as it's respecting the 9, we're above the 9, we're golden. And look at Apple, we're retesting that 210.22. It's been a stubborn freaking wall right here, dude. It goes up, hits 210.22, and then it flushes back down to VWAP. It does it again, retests 210.22, and then it flushes me back down to VWAP. I'm still holding these calls. I'm down 12.37% on these calls, but I don't care. I don't care. It's all about having patience. I know I'm going to get up to 210.50 possibly, and then 210.81, and then 211. And that's where I'm going to get the heck out.
Qs are just now starting to show a little bit of heaviness. A little bit slower than what SPY was. Now it's catching up. But it's still looking a little stronger than SPY at the moment. Of course, it's being driven by Microsoft, obviously. All the big boys, Meta, 1.87%, 1.81% respectively. Google, the Googles, 2%, still climbing. 6-star tray if I ever saw one. Look at that. Look at the Googles. Them Googles are Google-icious. Look at that.
I know, I've been calling in all morning.
I know, Nana. Nobody listens anymore, Nana. These young
No,
kids.
I
You know,
nobody
these young
listens
kids.
to my calls. Nobody.
Oh, I listen to them, Nana. There we go. We get that Eric kid to listen, he'd probably be successful. What do you think? Oh, wait, he already is. Never mind.
There goes Apple, 210.22. See how it broke and hold? Now it
Yeah.
needs to break and hold above 210.50. See if it can reach us up there again.
What do you got there stopping it from going up right now? Oh, a double top. Right?
Now I'm down only 6%.
There
I
we
was
go.
down 11%. You see me just being patient instead of me just being scared and taking the L? No. Absolutely not. I know where it can potentially head to. And the reason why is because the EMAs are telling me so. Coaches indicators are telling me so.
There you go.
And my confidence is telling me so. Can't be scared. If you're always going to be scared, you're not going to make money.
AMD broke out from its double top, moving upward presently.
The reason why we get so good at paper trading is because, shoot, we're not scared.
Yep.
Think about it. When you're paper trading, guess what? Your emotions are pretty much dead on. They're dead. You're not scared whatsoever. You enter a trade, you can care less what it does, right?
Right.
Well, you gotta have that kind of same mentality when you're trading in the real side, but you have to be realistic with yourself too, of where it's heading, where it potentially gonna head to, what the EMAs are telling you, what the time frames are telling you, the 1 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, the 30 minute. What are those time frames are telling you? What the volume is telling me? Where am I at in the volume right now? 56.86 million. Okay, perfect. what's the ES doing right now for SPY? It's consolidating above 21 on 1 minute. Perfect. Roger that. Then I'm going to look at the triple Qs. What's the triple Qs doing? Oh, it's floating above the 9 EMA on the 2 minute. Okay, perfect. Roger that. You see how you quickly analyze each time frame, each parent, co-parent of the stock to help navigate where it's going to go. And you always have the opportunity to one, rip the bandage if the EMAs tell you to, right? Or you can just leave it alone and just be very patient. And it sucks watching paint dry sometimes, and you know, you feel like you're riding a bull and the bull is just tossing you back and forth, but you just have to be patient with the trade. You see how on the ES, the 9 and the 21 are starting to slightly wind across? That's the reason we're getting that pullback on SPY. Now SPY is testing VWAP.
Whoa.
And I'm sure Palmer already scalped the shit out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Go.
SPY disrespects VWAP all the time. Don't overreact to it. Shake the fleas off.
There, Apple just got me to 210.50 again. Just by being patient, not being scared. Yeah, it sucks being rocked and forth. Trust me, it sucks being down. But
I find that SPY respects the 21. You know, if it'll disrespect the VWAP.
Yeah, it'll follow the 21 better than VWAP. Yep.
Right. And so if it doesn't pass that, then you can, you know, usually you can assure that it's gonna stay on track the way it's going.
So Christina, that's technically your second branch of support. Think of it like a tree. You got your first branch, your second branch, and your third branch. Once it breaks that third branch, it's pretty much like it's done. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So think of it that way too.
Yeah, the SPY, I just find once it disrespects the 21, then it's probably taken a turn. Not always, but most times. That's when I really, really watch it. But
and if you really want to flip the scripts, Christina, on that SPY, look at the ES, because the ES is going to help navigate that SPY trade for you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
What I do is I have it on the 1 minute, and I have it in the 2 minute, and I have it in the 3 and the 5 to navigate those time frames to see where SPY's potentially heading to. Right. But yeah, good job. Let's go.
Let's go.
And I want Apple to break 210.50 to get me up to 210.81 and then possibly 211. Now I'm down 1%. If it breaks above 210.50, I should be in the green now. The Greeks are already getting to me. See, Mark, what sucks about trading options? God damn it.
Those Greeks are terrible.
I should have been green above 210.22, but since I've been holding this trade for a long ass time, now I have to wait for it to get a little bit higher to be in the green.
You know where you don't have that problem at, Eric? Let me guess. Let me give you a guess. Guess where you don't have to deal with that, Eric.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, guess. Here. Well, you know what the Kool-Aid guy would say? Oh, yeah. Come drink the Kool-Aid.
You don't have that problem in futures.
I know, man, but that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna if the minute I'm in the future side, I'm gonna leave the Apple crew because I'm gonna love it so much.
It's like you got to tip out those Greeks. You know, you don't have to tip out the futures. You know, the longer you stay in, you got to tip those Greeks. Here's a little more. Here's a little more.
Oh, they both have their advantages and disadvantages now. One's not better than the other. They're just different.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think coming over to futures is going to solve all your problems.
No, you still got to put in that work.
Let's put it bluntly. If you suck trading stocks, you're going to suck trading options. You're going to suck trading crypto. You're going to suck trading futures. So get good at trading stocks.
You suck worse.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll lose more.
Yeah. What are you doing over here? You cheating on me? What's going on over here? Is that Papa?
I'm always here.
Sounds like he's just following you. See, just like I did.
Oh, my.
Stalker.
Yeah.
He was in charge in the other room. No, he wasn't.
It's like you left someone else in charge.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, you don't want me in charge.
It's free reigns over there now. You don't even know what's happening over there, Mark.
That's all right, Christina. Just because everybody says, "Where's Christina? She's not in ADT anymore. We never see her over here." I said, "She over there cheating on over there."
No,
that
I
Coach
haven't
guy."
been. No, I've been really busy. I've had a lot of appointments and things I'm trying to get taken
okay.
care of. So,
Okay.
yeah, I can't spread my brain that much, or else it just doesn't work anyway.
All right. You know what that sounds to me like?
I wish it wasn't real stuff.
Look at that Amazon. Is that still a nice, strong, up 6-star trade? Look at that thing. Holy cow. Who's doing? Hopefully somebody's trading Amazon. You know, I don't know if anybody in here. Is anybody in here making money off Amazon? Come on.
Yes, me.
All right. Good job,
Only this
Nana.
morning.
Good job, Nana. Are you trading
I thought you were
Google
in
at the same
NVIDIA,
time? Because
Nana.
it looks just as
I
pretty.
NVIDIA, Amazon, and Spy.
Oh, look at her go.
Ooh.
Hey, Mark,
Yes.
Hood looks good too.
Who? The hood?
Hood?
Oh, let's take a look at the hood. Let's all go to the hood.
Stay out of the hood.
Let's go look at the hood. Oh, look at that. Yeah, ain't bad. Have news?
Look at that's like a mini cup, isn't it? A little mini cup and handle.
Run with crypto.
Let's see. I don't really see anything there. Do you see anything?
Kramer's still a big believer in Robinhood.
Yeah, okay. That's why it's
We
going
wanna
up.
know- we wanna
That's
know what
it.
Kramer
That's
does.
the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right. AMD starting to flatten out. Amazon
70
getting
cent
a little,
scalps.
getting a little.
70-cent scalps off of EVOK.
VVOK.
Yep, I've got a channel between 784 and basically 6.5 from previously, and then as it's been coming down and dipping a little bit, it keeps coming back to that about 50, on average 70-cent scalps. It's on a slight declining channel, but
I
it's
think you
working.
could run 5-cent scalps. Little 5-cent
You can,
channels.
but when it's
I
giving
know.
you 50 to 70, you take that.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
Welcome back from vacation, Paul. I had a chance to welcome you back.
Thank you, brother, and congratulations on yesterday.
Thank you.
Mark, I don't know exactly what happened yesterday, but congratulations.
Yeah, whatever you heard ain't true, Christina.
Oh, okay. I don't believe it then.
Okay, because you know why? It could be a Chris Erie.
It could be
Could be.
if I made it up.
Google. Look at Google. Who's in Google besides Nana? Man, Nana is just driving this thing up all by herself, apparently, because look at that thing going to you know, the other spherical object in the sky at night. Wow.
All googly.
All googly. Money, money, money. You know what Matthew would say about that Google trade there, wouldn't you?
All right, all right, all right.
Yes, he would. Video.
PROK is back at VWAP. Now, because PROK is unproven at these levels, we talked about this yesterday afternoon about medical stocks running into that $6 to $7 range, finding a little comfort there for a little while. We still don't know what the actual support is. We had an opening belt pull down to the low fives, but we still don't know what a good intraday trade 2 level is. So don't be surprised if VWAP doesn't hold on PROK. Let it tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Paul, check out CDLI.
CVLI.
CDLI, yeah, it's moving up pretty hard. It's up from 33 cents this morning. It's at 114. It's big volume, but I don't know, it might be smoked out here. Take a look. Let me know what you think.
Can you type in the chat, because sometimes the
Yes.
letters, even though they sound similar, it's hard to
You
make
got
them
it.
out.
Yep.
CLDI.
CLDI.
Oh, DI.
C-
Okay.
C as in cat, L as in Larry, D as in David, I as in India.
Okay, when you go sub dollar to $1, pardon me, be super, super careful. There's a lot of
Yeah, I
stocks that
heard.
get catapulted across the dollar line, and
Yeah.
and if the retest doesn't hold, sometimes that spells a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that's why I threw it at you. I've heard you say that before. Thank you.
Amazon first sign of heaviness. Look at that. Still holding though. Still holding. Google ain't scared. It's still climbing. Look at that Google. Oh, look at that news. Google brings Gemini to OS watches. Uses AI mode. Search. Wow, that's got to be a first. I haven't heard really anybody else say that publicly. Russell, still a nice downtrend.
The Russell's in a downtrend, and SPY and ES is on an uptrend. That's
Well, it's a small cap stock. While generally they will mirror each other, the Russell is more independent of because it's more small cap, small companies, and they're more interest rate, inflationary, reactive, right? So if there's any of that type of stuff going on. All right, what else do we got? We got the Q. What's the QQQs? They're still holding up there. Turning under the 9, hasn't broken held from the 9 yet. Still looks like it's respecting the 21 at least today. Kind of flatlining for now. It is 10:19 in the morning. Nvidia's hanging from the branch. Netflix is climbing. I know we don't talk much about Netflix anymore. It's now at $1,279, going to $1,280 here, maybe.
Mark,
Sir.
we're getting a little consolidation on the ES. Notice that the 9 and the 21 are pretty flat like a pancake, and now the 21 the 9 is starting to pull a little bit down, starting to get a little heavy there
Yeah.
on the 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Apple, a quick reminder for Apple on the 1 minute, you see the 9 and the 21 crossover. We're getting a pullback again. We're gonna retest the 209.80 209.880 level for support, followed by 209.72. If it can't get a bounce there, then it's gonna start getting heavier. Keep an eye on the 21 and 55. We might get a rebound here up to 210.22.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Let's go. Where are we always going? You're always going somewhere. Where are we going now?
We're going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
All right. All right.
now when I look at SPY, I check I'm on the 1 minute, and then the 2, and then I'll check the 5, and it looks better, and then I'll check the 30 minute and the hour, and it still looks good. So can I go by that, or is that just
You can do that too, but what I like to do is have all your freaking tools. You know what I mean? The more shit you have, the more it helps you. The more confidence you'll have in your trade, basically. So that's why, I told you earlier, the ES or MES, whatever you want to choose, navigate that to navigate SPY, and then also look at SPX and the triple Qs and Apple, of course, because sometimes SPY and Apple like to follow each other, but right now they're not. Apple is just being Apple and is being stubborn like a little freaking bull. Someone needs to throw the bull some gummy bears to calm it down.
You don't need mind altering stuff at your age. It'll stunt your growth.
that reminds me? I should
Hey,
go
by
eat
the
a
way,
little piece of chocolate.
Google still going. Google. Imagine if you'd have tickled money out of Apple today and put it in Google. Where would you be today? Look at that. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. We ain't marrying them. Be all right. Look at that. Look at that. Good job, Nana.
I'm so making money today, it's not even funny.
I know. Do we need to call ahead for a Brinks truck?
Same here. That SPY, dude, I made a shitload of money. But Apple, though, I'm still getting rocked back and forth. Gotta be patient. It's like I told you.
Yep. Keep an eye on the Russell. This is like a time it likes to continue on the 10:30ish, 10:45 area. Just an observation, not financial investment or tax advice. Why? Because neither I nor anyone else here at American Dream Trading are licensed financial advisors. And as such, we can never give you investment, financial, or tax advice. Anything you see or hear while you're here today is for educational purposes only. Thank you. Makes her
Mark, what do you mean continue on, sir?
What's that?
What did you mean continue on?
Carry on. I was talking to my wayward son. I just wanted to make sure he had peace. Come
When
on.
you were done?
Nice.
Yes, when he was done, but not until he was done. One person got it. Thanks, Palm.
Close enough.
Usually I'd say the exact lyrics, but I wanted to kind of be almost a little on the down low with it that time.
North Carolina, not Kansas.
All right. What are you waiting on there, Eric? You waiting on to break on through to the other side? Or break on through to the other side? Or break on through to the other side?
Or which one?
Apple.
Oh, yeah. So you notice that on the 1 minute, the 21.55 are about a crossover right now, but they haven't yet. And me and David just called out that 209.72 or 209.75, whatever you want to call it. It's testing that support. So once that 21.55 on the 1 minute crosses, then I'm pretty much out of these calls. Other than that, I'm still in it.
Man, oh man, good job there, Eric. Imagine
Jim
if,
Morrison.
hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Imagine if you put that same money in Google this morning. Woo! Woo! Look at that.
I know.
Oh.
I know. See, now we got that cross.
Look at that little just sitting there where Eric pretty much said, right? That guy knows some stuff.
Hasn't crossed yet. It's touching it like cables. Like those cables when you charge your car?
Yeah. Yeah, but I wouldn't have to worry about that because this trade over here, it's just on fire. It's got all kinds of power. Look at that.
Oh, dude, that thing's crazy.
Wow. Oh, look at this. This little crypto kitty stuff over here. It's bounced off the bottom and going back up here right presently. It's got some double bottoms. It's got a double tops. It's going to have to break through here, but stay out of the crypto kitties away because it's climbing back up, but it's got to go through all these double tops. So be careful. Know your levels. Well, Meta was great. It's got heavy. It's taken a nap, and Microsoft was great, but it's taken a nap. NVIDIA was great. It's just kind of taken a little nap, and Tesla is it went off into the ditch, and look, SPY is kind of getting sleepy. You know what ain't getting sleepy, Eric? Guess, Eric. What's not getting sleepy?
Why?
Google.
See why? Google.
IWM to the downside, teasing the 200. It's on a 1 minute chart, but that's okay. Russell to the downside still. If you'd have got into Russell, wow, look at that. Look at that money. Oh, geez, that's just a lot of that's a lot of stuff. You know who's making money in that Russell Eric?
Yeah.
Guess who's making money in the Russell? Not me.
Ange?
She's on vacation.
Oh, okay.
The Futures Group.
The Futures Group.
They like the Russell over there.
Nice.
I thought you were going to say Google.
Yeah. By the way, if you haven't already, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Scroll down about halfway down on our landing page there. You'll see a direct link to our Discord. It's free. It was free 4 years ago. It was free 3 years ago. It was free 2 years ago. It was free last year. Hey, Eric, guess how much it is now?
How much?
Free! Guess how much it's going to be next year?
Oh, look at that SPY drop, dude.
Free!
Holy
Get
cow. Free! Let's go. Get in now so you can take
Oh,
advantage
look
of these
at
trades.
that. Just isn't that pretty?
Oh, dude. Oh, Billy.
Billy.
That was beautiful.
Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy. Come on.
Nice.
Oh.
What a nice pullback.
Oh, what would you say? How would you describe this in one word? Oh, that's the wrong button. You can do it.
You can do it!
Go down. Come on. Any news? Just get heavy.
Just reversion.
Go.
Mathematical reversion.
How many caught that 50% retracement on that? Anybody do that? Anybody play the 50% retracement? Huh?
I was not paying attention.
Yeah.
I did.
There you go.
I was planning on it.
There you go. Money in the bank. It's not for the faint of heart, though. You got to be a good scalper to be able
We got an
to.
idea to beat them on our own, and other people are liking it.
Yeah.
Side there.
Mike's.
Mike.
Mike's.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful drop.
That was real good.
Yeah. You know what else is dropping there, Eric? The Russell.
The Russell.
All day. The Russell.
Oh, Billy.
Dude, the Russell.
Do the Russell. Dun,
Russell.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Billy.
Still giving up the money.
Come on.
Come on, just pop a little.
Come on.
Just a little bit.
Come on.
Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Oh, my Lord. Sheesh. Dude.
We're going to come back and retest
dude.
that 622.75.
I'm making more money. Let's go. Sheesh. Shaved right here at this
hell yeah.
622.88. I just shaved right here. Let's
Bought it
fucking
and stopped
go.
out. Thank you for you guys. All of you guys. Thank you.
You are watching a master at work.
Thank you.
Look at
That was
that.
beautiful.
Come on, a little more.
Oh,
Yes!
oh my God. Dude, what's going on?
Slide them
I know,
stops.
but I'm loving it.
Slide them stops.
Yep,
Oh
takes
my
Keep
them
your
off.
head about you.
Takes
Yeah,
them off.
it was a long scalp. Thank you, Eric.
Holy
Thank
cow.
you.
Dude, that was a beautiful drop. I love that 21.55 crossover on the 1 minute on the ES. It's still bleeding. Let's go. Sheesh.
It's got to break and hold below the 200, though.
Yeah, this is the day open. That's a pretty strong bounce area. Doesn't mean it won't break, but
Oh, dude, look at that huge drop.
I'm done for the day.
It did
I don't
today
blame
what it
you.
did
I don't blame you.
yesterday.
Double
It
combo.
did. Okay, it did today what it did yesterday. We had a pop up and then a pull back right back to the floor, testing
Yep.
that, retesting that 622 level.
Hey, Eric, guess what's dropping and has all its indicators in its rear view mirror?
Oh my God, dude, I'm up fucking $9,000 now.
Okay, $5 in the jar, bud.
Tip jar.
The family show.
Watch the language.
This is exciting.
This is incredible.
You kiss
Dude,
your
I'm up freaking 24.43%. Let's go, total count.
I left
Who
100
was in
runners.
here when I said I missed Eric talking just like this a while ago?
Oh, dude, this is so crazy. All right, Apple guys, 209. I did shave here, if you will. 209, 209. You got a double bottom. I only left 2 contracts. 209, 209.03. We do got a double bottom right there. If it can break and hold, we can possibly write it down to 208.88.
Eric, Coach was asking to put something comment in the stock lounge relative to your percentage or something.
Okay, I will. Oh, it broke and hold at 208. All right, 208.80. Woo!
I think Coach also said go to decaf.
Decaf, like no more caffeine for Eric's moto. Dude,
No,
I haven't even drank
Fernando.
coffee. That's the thing. I haven't even drank my Red Bull.
Red Bull. I like Red Bull. You like Red Bull? I like Red Bull. Do you like Red Bull? I like Red Bull.
You don't even want
I
to
like
see
Red
me
Bull.
on Red Bull.
I like Red Bull.
I won't even shut up.
Ginkgo biloba, B12.
Last time I was on Red Bull, Eric, I kept saying, who? So I didn't drink no Red Bull today. I don't drink Red Bull anyway, but you know.
Oh man, dude, this is a beautiful drop.
Mm-hmm.
And they explain why we got this drop, so they can understand, so they can on the next one they can take advantage of it. So if you look at SPX, once the 9 cross the 21, that right there is a straight indicator that's gonna pull back down towards what? Towards a 55 EMA, right? On SPX in the 2-minute. So you can pretty much take advantage of that move. On SPY on the 2-minute, same thing. The 9 crossed the 21 EMA. You can take advantage once it pulled down to the 55 branch, and once it broke the 55 EMA branch, it heavily dropped all the way down to 622.50 area, and then some, all the way down to 622.11, which was your previous high day for SPY. Same reason why I got out there. And the ES, if you look at the ES on the 1-minute, it's testing VWAP in the MA200. Perfect area to shave in and collect some profits there. It still looks pretty heavy on the ES side, the 21.55 crossover, the 9 as well. We could get potential bounce here due to the fact that we are on support. That being said, yeah, man, that was a beautiful play. Where can we learn this, Mark?
Yeah.
Telling you guys, this is no BS. I didn't know nothing about trading. Nothing. Nada. But I tell you this much, I had a lot of energy to learn. I was willing to learn. I put my ego away, and I listened to everybody. I don't care how old you were. I listened to you, and I learned and observed from you. Why? Because I wanted to learn.
Get your education on.
When I was watching these guys from the side fence, when Coach launched this team, I was like, holy cow. How in the hell are these guys making so much money and laughing and celebrating like if it's nothing? Like, I want to be part of that mix. And sure enough, I manifested it in my head, and boom, here I am.
Oh my God.
Yep, still got a little bit more palm. Told you it was still heavy on the ES.
For the TOS users, there's a delay on those options with some of the things. You can put your order higher than you think it should be, and some of them are clipping for me. Even though you're seeing somebody sitting there lower than you, it's skipping them and grabbing my orders.
This is one of the pre-market support levels. You got the 200 behind it, and then you got 21.51.
Yep. You got the MA200 right there as well, support.
I had to take some off the table. I was in way too heavy.
I should have went in heavier.
Hey guys, Frankie and West Palm. Any news, guys? That was beautiful. But is there any news?
Let's take a look. Let's see. News for SPY. It says here If you click on SPY and click on the news, it says CNN's Kathleen Cohn speaks with the authors of a new book that reveals President Donald Trump. I don't think that's anything crazy.
1 hour ago, U.S.
Black.
1 hour ago, U.S. and the big country starts with the C. Cargo trade sink as tariff war takes its toll.
Oh, there you go. It's an overreaction to tariff news.
Yeah, and then we got President Trump's post on the social. Our Fed rate is at least 3 points too high, too late. It's costing the U.S. $260 billion a point per year in refinancing costs, no inflation. Benzinga, 32 minutes ago.
So Trump's considering NEC Director Kevin Hassett for as the next Fed chair. I have no idea who the guy is, but I got some homework to do after this is over today.
Just so you know, I called that last week. That's what that guy was doing.
Oh, okay. This Kevin Hassett guy?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he's awful vocal lately. And he's, anyway, I won't go into my opinion. But I don't know the guy from Adam. His name was there, and I'm like, yeah, that guy's bucking to be the next Fed chairman. And here, news come out this morning, hey, he's bucking to be the next Fed chairman. It's like, what?
Yeah, he'll do the things Trump wants.
By the way, speaking of Mr. T, and that's how we should refer to him, as Mr. T. He was supposed to have 2 announcements today about tariffs in 2 separate announcements today. So I don't know if he's done one or the other. I know there's an app for that to see when that person likes to talk. I don't know if you people follow any of that. I don't particularly, but to each his own. You might want to keep an eye on that and watch for that. Well, all right. So,
And Mark, around 221.40, IWM has tested this point, so the M2K similarly. Since yesterday, it's tested it 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
So BMNR is Bitmine immersion. That stock's been running between 100, 110 to 150, 130. And as far as the multiple that the market was comfortable with, which is a pretty high multiple, it had some pretty good consistency. So for some reason today, it had a pretty strong pull down into the $70 to $80 range. I picked some up at $72.50, and I'll be looking for a reversion bounce on that. Shares. BMNR, boy, Michael, Nancy, Roger.
Wow, you've already got $7 out of it then, huh? Looks like it's up to 78. Well, $6 now.
I've been getting anywhere from $10 to $30 a day out of it.
Damn, that's nice.
It's got that kind of movement, but it dipped out on its multiple. So we were talking with I think we were talking with Chris a little bit about this and a couple other coin related stocks, but the multiple dipped out pretty good. So even if I get half, even if I get a reversion run out of it, that'll be pretty massive.
Nice.
And how many other $100 stocks move between $10 and $30 a day? Tell me one.
I don't know of any.
I don't know of any. This went from 126 down to 70. I'll take a 50% bounce out of it.
No kidding. That's nice.
Palm, which stock is this?
I'll type it in the chat.
Okay.
And while you're typing that in the chat, just so you know, Mr. Hassett came into connection with Mr. T in his first term, like the second year of his first term, and he's was a senior economic advisor counsel, so he has significant background in it, but he is definitely conservative. Of course, that change really is irrelevant because it's not going to happen till next year when the previous person's term is up. He won't quit early. That's it. Thank you.
Is that really it? For inquiring minds.
Come on, JP. Don't be a Richard.
I'm sure there'll be a dad joke coming soon.
Thank you, Richard,
No
for all you do.
The guy is truly conservative.
I'm one of your #1 fans, even if it is overhead.
Oh yes, but what's nobody's giving Tesla any love today. I mean, look how chaotic that is. You know, if you like Tesla, you like that kind of stuff. I know I don't.
A little bit of crazy isn't bad. Come on.
Tesla can be a complete biatch.
Boy, look at Amazon went straight up. Now look at that nice down. Guess what Google's doing, Eric? One down.
What's it doing, Mark?
It's going down. Anna got tired. She says, I'm getting out. And then it's just dropping, I guess. I think that's what happened.
I've been out for a while.
Apple traders. I got some news for you, Apple traders.
Uh-oh.
Ready
What?
for it?
Ready.
All right. So Apple traders, we're at support at 208.80, right? Main support is 208.80. If we can break and hold below 208.80, your next bus stop is going to be 208.45, which was yesterday's lower day. You know what I mean?
I get you.
I'm saying
208.45 was Apple's lower day. So we have room to gap down there, possibly if we can break and hold below 208.80. Over.
I'm hip with what you're putting down.
I don't think that's how they say it, Mark.
I don't know. I think that's how the cool kids talk. I don't know.
I mean, no, they say I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Is that what it is? I don't know. How would your son
What
say
you're
it?
laying down, yeah.
How would your son say it, there, Christina?
Oh, I don't even know.
Why is he always showing up on my TikTok? What's up with that?
Have you seen his new songs? His new videos?
I can't help but see he's popping up every like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
who's this
good.
kid?
That's my kid.
I
He's
know.
doing good. He just needs to be seen by the right person now, and he's going to be big.
I
He's
probably
gonna be
see your
famous.
kid more than you do
Probably.
on my TikTok.
Well, because you watch music stuff. You like music. And they really
Yeah,
like
that's
music.
why. Well, I
That's why, and it's all
subscribed.
music.
I clicked subscribe, like, and share. Just like all of you on our social media
very nice.
that are watching for free right now should do for us. Click subscribe, like, and share. And while you're at it, head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Scroll down, get that free Discord. Also, you'll see right next to it and below it direct links to on our website to all of our membership packages. And by the way, speaking of membership packages, did you know that we have a membership package for you to look at today? Here, let's let Coach tell you about it.
Stock market education
before you
company
jump
the
in,
world has ever seen.
Again,
if I were you, seriously take advantage of the Diamond
wait for
Lifetime
it to settle
membership.
before you-
Last
before
2
you get
days
something.
with that, you'll get access to the membership lounge. You will have an open microphone where you can ask any questions all day from 8:45 until 4 o'clock. You guys will get all the hot stock picks, and you'll get the pre-market setup, the IPO center, any earnings that are coming out, and of course, our videos on demand. The VIP membership, with that, you'll get the pre-market access starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. You guys will get access to the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. You guys will get the VIP training videos and the Trading View indicators, the gold add-on. You can get the mastermind classes, 1 hour of tech support. You'll get weekend training. You'll get the VIP gold lounge access, priority help desk support, our news service. You'll get all the breakout rooms. Everything, of course, for you will be recorded for crypto, futures, or stocks and options. You'll get our live Apple chat. You'll get our futures membership. And, of course, all of the extra Zoom classes when they have them. Crypto is the same thing. If you guys want to jump into the crypto, I believe that one now includes the Trading View indicator. Same thing.
I
All the
don't
training
remember what it
videos.
is. Do your own
Anytime that the
research.
Zoom sessions
There you
are
go.
available.
That's all I know.
Now, the
So I
Zoom
forget.
sessions for crypto is a little different just because it's a
As long
24
as
hours.
we're
So we
looking-
try
looking
to
at several
bounce
of the
that
charts
one
today, Amazon,
around,
SPY.
so you get different time and
There's
different
something
events.
that is
We are
just as
always
powerful, if
posting
not more
those,
powerful than
so
a
you
double
guys
top, because we
make sure
always
you
get to
take
pull off a
advantage.
double
You
top.
get
It's usually a real nice
everything.
one. that formation
unlimited
is extremely rare. It's not in your
lifetime
candlestick book. It's not taught
access
anywhere, but it's called a
all
rounded
of our
top.
membership services,
When you get a
right?
rounded
Meaning
top
anything that I create.
formation, which is
Platinum's
very
coming
rare
up, you'll
and
have access
very-
to it. I believe
just
that's going to be
just
1,000 a
doesn't
month.
come around that often.
Diamond, you'll get
It
access
usually
to that
spells
with
a
just
much
this
stronger,
$5,000.
much stronger
If you can't
pull
get it
to one side
today,
or the other. So
don't
if you get a
worry.
rounded bottom,
You can
get good
still get it, but
acceleration
it's
out
going
of
to be
it. In
20
this case, we
grand.
got rounded
All right, so
top
don't freak out.
formations in
Any
several charts.
Diamond members,
And that's-
you want
and
to
that
speak
was
up about the
speaking to a much
Diamond
stronger
membership
pull.
program? Do you
So
like it?
people that
Is
are
it
in the
dog crap?
afternoons,
Should they avoid
we
it?
talked
Is it
about rounded
trash?
tops and
Talk to
rounded
me, let the
bottoms
world
quite
know.
often.
Do it.
So,
Best
the more
investment
even,
ever.
the more hemispherical it is, the stronger the pull. So SPY's always a little sloppy, but we had that rounded top formation coming. We had a real nice pull out of it. Amazon had it. I haven't looked at some of the other big seven, but when the market, when the broader market is doing that, you get a really nice move in the opposite direction.
Is that over a certain time frame?
Can I ask you? Can I ask you? I wanted to ask that exact question. How many candlesticks would you constitute like a rounded top?
All right, thank you, Coach, for explaining everything to us on your video while everybody talked, but you get the idea. Thanks. Carry on.
The video didn't come through, Mark.
It was on the lives. I don't know why.
Boomer being boomer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was on the live.
No, that's all
Sorry.
right. I didn't have a button click to feed it through there. All participants.
Where's the angry elf at?
The live didn't hear us, right?
Somebody post the angry elf in the chat.
I like that. Whoever made that. That's cool.
Damn, Apple's bleeding. It just booked at 208.45.
No.
I'm up 20%. Oh, it just got stopped out.
Told you Apple had a little bit more room to give. Now it needs to stay under that 208.45.
So we've seen this pattern before too, where we get, and this is extremely rare too, where we get a rounded top. It comes down and either taps or even possibly even penetrates the pre-market low or the opening bell low, and we can actually wind up with a rounded bottom, and we just kind of been loosely referring to that as a figure eight. So we'll see if we get we'll see now if we can actually get a rounded bottom out of this formation too, and that's also extremely rare. But if you can see it happen, and to the other person's question, no, there's no certain number of candles. The more consistent it is, the more smooth it is, the more perfectly rounded it is, the more powerful the pull. A little more jagged, it's still there, but for some reason that one's not covered in books anywhere.
Is that different than a scallop,
Different than a what?
Scallop, like an ascending scallop or a descending scallop. That's different.
I'd have to go back and look.
I would watch your floor at 621 because if you go back to the pre-market, you'll see it gapped up right to there. So that shows for it to do the gap up. That does show that there is some residual support there that I would be looking to see if there's a bounce there. But it could easily fall to 621.
I have a major line there. It's exactly 621.
621.50 has been a big deal.
Okay.
It's there right now, just bounced on it.
Yeah, it's
So
a big just
we'll see if that
question.
holds.
See if there's a question of momentum to drive it down further. Yeah.
Any good investment, we will
Recording stopped.
we'll be happy to invest. US is a market that we are comfortable with. Been investing in.
Open mic. Who's this Mike guy anyway? Everybody talks about. The guy seems like he's always in trouble. He always seems like he's in trouble. Jesse, you got your hand up. What's up?
Cool on Spy.
Jesse.
Come on, Spy. Give me a big, nice red candle.
I had a quick question, right?
Yep.
What I'm
But I'm trading the EWO today. I mean, always get stopped out. I know Coach asked for us to let it breathe on the 2 minutes red candle. For some reason, it gave me back a momentum like he wanted to go back up. And then had a stop loss, but not stop. I actually made some money and get out. And then it consolidated for a second. And then it went back down to follow the EWO. And I was watching the volume and all that extra stuff. But I know Richard mentioned, last time I asked, he said, when there's a stoplight, what do? Do you drive to it? So most of the time I get stopped out around these areas. What would you guys advise as far as those scenarios are concerned? Because that's my biggest fallout.
What percentage stop loss are you using when you're trading options? What's your initial stop loss set at?
I think it's 5%.
There you go.
But
there you go. What's coach recommend when you're trading options?
Scalping 10 to 15.
20 to 40.
40%.
25 to 40.
25 to 40, right? As your initial entry. Doesn't mean you leave it there permanently, right?
Yeah.
And it's dependent on what you're trading. Obviously, the more volatile things, you're going to leave it, the higher end of the scale, less volatile. You can go a little tighter, but you're only going 5% trading options. Yeah, you're going to get stopped out all the time, right? Because you do have to have, and that's why it's important to know how much does it move at any given time. And the ATR, in other words. And then pad that number because, an average is just that, an average, right? So you will have bigger ones and smaller ones. So you do have to give it room to breathe. If you're going to get stopped out, you can miss out on a big move on potential profit, or it can stop you out for a loss and then take off on you, right? So if you have it too tight, that's what, then you end up with a negative trade when it was only negative for them few seconds, right? But it come back and got you because you were too tight. Now, once you're into profit, yes, you tighten up your initial entry stop loss, right? You don't just leave it there, nor do you leave it there and watch it go all the way down and stop you out for 40%, right? It's there to protect you for a sudden knife drop. That's the whole purpose. You manage the trade once you're in it, right? And as you go into the profit, you slide your stop up, keeping a proportional distance, right? So that you don't one candle doesn't come and get you, right? So that's part of the art of setting stops also and knowing what you're trading. And that's why coach says learn 1 to 5 things and kind of just stick to those. And that way you know how they live and breathe and move and all those type of things, right? So, and that comes with time and experience also. But if you're getting stopped out, just keep increasing it a little by little till you find, saying you're trading something new and don't really know. And you're starting with the ATR and you're kind of still getting stopped out. Well, just experiment, add a % to it till you find out a place that works good for you in your style of trading. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah,
Thank you so much.
5% on an option. Yeah, that's way tight. Right? You're going to get stopped out more often than not, right? Just on any normal candle.
Well, even with Apple, when I'm scalping Apple, I might have like a 15%, and that is a good breathing room. And we know that Apple moves pretty slow, so.
Yeah, thanks.
And on a 1 minute, 10 to 15% is what he trains. 2 minute, 25 to 40%.
Makes sense. Thank you, guys.
Yep. And if you want to test it, I would suggest, testing it on paper, right? That's not going to cost you anything, but you'll get the same reaction, right? To see if your stops are still too tight. Pick the thing you like to trade. You don't want to experiment with real money, right? So do it on paper and set your whatever, in your style of trading, how fast you are to react on your mouse buttons, right? Obviously, that Eric Smoto guy, I don't know if you noticed, he's a little hyper. So he's probably quick on the mouse compared to this old boomer here, right? So, so I have to have a wider stop. I need at least a half an hour for my finger to push the mouse button all the way down and let go of it. So, with Eric, he's like, bang, pow.
Bang, bang.
So I have to adjust my stop differently than what Eric would.
Yeah, you're right.
To a certain extent, obviously. It's not that big of a deal, but.
Yeah, I remember when he was in the hospital bed after his motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
He was talking to the nurses, everybody, wearing the hats and T-shirt. He was a
Yeah, it's been a long journey, man.
I know. You still ride?
Hell yeah, I do.
Eric, you should pay somebody else to ride for you now.
I know.
You've gotten an income level now. You should be paying other people to ride for you.
That's why I got my side by side. It's got a full cage.
There you go.
Thank you guys, man. It's always lovely to be around you guys.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
Microsoft
Oh,
coming
look
up
at
on
Apple,
the 200.
David.
Yeah, Eric, you could hire a couple dudes to be in front of you and behind you.
Hey, Dave, are you still in Apple?
Yes, sir. I'm just about to post the profit on. I got 5 runners still.
Nice. I'm still in it too.
So 1 moment, in 2 minutes, we'll be moving to the mentorship for those that are mentorship members. Meet you in there.
Thank you for that reminder, Richard. Just as a reminder, we are live here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I am live from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time daily, Monday through Friday, with the Futures in Education trading program. And at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Aftermarket Show with our lovely and gracious host, Dawn, over on our YouTube channel, which is American Dream Trading. That's a little bit different kind of type of show. It's after the market closes. And you could join her panel live with an open microphone and a camera if you so choose. Well, if that doesn't appeal to you, you can do like you do here on these free live social feeds and type your comment and questions into chat boxes. So upon a conclusion of any one of those live broadcasts, they are immediately posted over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, for you to review at your convenience. So check that out. If you haven't been over to our YouTube channel, which is what? American Dream Trading. There's over 2,000 absolutely positively free training videos for you to watch. And you can take notes and speed them up, slow them down. I would highly suggest you go to the tab in under that video section and look for the ones that are sorted by topics. And I would highly recommend that you start watching Coach's 2-minute EWO videos. That'll get you off to a good start, get a good groundwork under your feet. So I'm glad you could be here today. I am Mark Massey, one of the training moderators here at American Dream Trading. And we're glad that you could join us today. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same bad channel. Goodbye.
Oh, Billy.
Hang on.